Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. My name is Trisha Moon. Today we're gonna talk about who's jealous, why are they jealous? We've got 4 beautiful images in front of you. Again, like I always say, do not focus on the gender of the image on the thumbnail. Don't focus on what ethnicity they are, what they're wearing. Focus on the energy that they're bringing to the thumbnail. Which one do you feel gravitated towards? That's gonna be your person or your pile. Also, feel free to pick more than one. You can totally do that. I've had a lot of people asking me whether they can do that. You can totally do that. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to choose one. If you'd like to, feel free to pause the video, but if not, we're gonna start that timer right now. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, before we get into your reading, a couple things to note. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to check out my Patreon channel, it will be the second link in the description box. You might want to get in on that now, as I am offering a prize giveaway. I'll be choosing 4 people to win a private reading with me, and that will be taking place on January 2nd. So now's never been a better time to join. Also, if there's anything that you like about the reading, it's going to be really important for you to like the video. Please, it helps the algorithm. Also as well, please subscribe. By doing so, I can better pick up on future pick-a cards with your energy, okay? There's something very interesting. It's like a very interesting transaction that happens when you subscribe to this channel. I can better in tune pick up on your energy going forward. So let's get into your reading, pile 1. I want to tell you how this is going to work. I'm going to look at the cards first, okay? And there's going to be a bit of remote viewing today. I will be trying to pick up on, or looking to pick up on, initials, names, and also specific reasons why people are jealous of you. So stick around for that. If this doesn't resonate, that might. But let's get into it. The first thing I'm seeing here at face value, there could be a lot about what's happening to you, okay? What's happening around you. I feel like with this pile, this is a very feel-good type energy. I feel like you as a person, you probably get on very well in life, okay? And I don't care if you have friends or you don't have friends. There's a very nice positive energy coming from these cards. I just feel like there's a bit of luck as well too, okay? There's a bit of luck here. I do see that. But you've also got a very, very interesting mind, okay? I see that with the Hangman here, you know? Looking at things from a different perspective, okay? Very in tune to, like, you know, thinking outside the box, being outside the box, being different. This could be something that people are jealous of. And it's, you know, this is 100% true, okay? I know we are in the year 2022, but I'm sorry. I still don't see that much uniqueness. I mean, it could just be where I live, but I just don't see this. So this could be something of a situation where, you know, in your immediate environment or where you work, you could be pretty unique. And that could be, you know, in many different ways. The way you dress, the way you think, what you speak, what you say. This is an individual. This is a leader, okay? And I'm not even saying that you're trying to be a leader actively, but you do stand out. And I just, again, I feel like it could be a lot to do with like what's happening to you, what's happening around you. This could also point to, like with the 3 of Cups, there could be a lot of fantastic people in your life that people are aware of, okay? I'm not sure, you know, if there's a very big social life. There could be some people who have chosen this who have a great social life, but nevertheless, very much liked. So people are jealous because you are liked. You're a true gem. You're valuable, you're quality, okay? Yes, there's jewelry there, but you know, I'm not sensing or gravitated towards that word on this card. I feel like there's big emphasis on valuable and quality. You are rare. But you're also like, just like the gem on the card, you stand out. There's something about you that stands out. And again, I feel like, you ever meet people and they kind of all look the same or act the same? Or you can tell some people aren't being themselves. There's something unique about you. There's nobody like you. And I think people see that, you know, and it could be random things like maybe the way you laugh, maybe the way you get on, maybe the way you talk, maybe the way you dress. You know, we have fun times here, parties, events, and having fun. Like you are quite a fun person, regardless if you're shy or quiet, like you know how to get on. And I feel like there could be, again, with that 3 of Cups, I wonder if anybody who chose this has a pretty nice social life, because that could be very, very wanted by many. And even if it's just like family members, or you're always going to something and there's always something exciting happening around you, that could also count with this spread as well too, because I just feel like you have a lot of fun. You probably know even how to laugh at life or even be very free. And that also, to some extent, people are jealous of. So there could be some people in this your area that are not exactly on your level, okay? And what I mean by that is, you know, this is kind of more pointing towards, to me, to like somebody who might be depressed. So there could be people around you who could just have nasty vibes, but it's really nothing to do with you, of why they hate on you or why they're jealous of you. It's just, there's something about their own life that's lacking. And I mean, I know that sounds very normal, because that's exactly what jealousy is. But I feel like I'm being led to say that this pile could have potentially some people around them who are not in a good space. This is why they're viewing you like this. I think if you were around people like yourself, you wouldn't have this problem, you know, of people just wanting what you have. Because I feel like with this pile, and I mean, we're only on the first one, I feel like it's strong here. It's very strong. Now you have the card of destiny. Some of you could have that name. I don't know why I'm just saying that. That's just randomly coming right now to me. But you have luck, chance, and meant to be. You are meant to be. Everything about your being is meant to be. So when you get things, or if you get accolades, or people are complimenting you, it's completely natural. And again, I'm seeing people who could be around you. And I wonder if this is with the friendships or family members. There could be some people here who have mothers, even mothers who are jealous of this, because you just seem to have this luck that surrounds you of always being able to get out of things. Or maybe like people are just genuinely nice to you and they don't have that. You know, I'm not saying everybody around you is bad, but I'm feeling like you could have some people around you who are really harboring resentment because everything seems to work out for you all the time. Yikes. Okay, we have a brunette female, okay? Darker hair, intense and focused. This could be you. There could be something very unique about you. She's very exotic. So I'm going to say that with this pile, you know, there could be more exotic ethnicities who have chosen this pile, and it has nothing to do with what's on the thumbnail, okay? You know, even Latina, Middle Eastern. I'm feeling like with this card, there could be something about your appearance that is very sought after. But, you know, for you, well, unfortunately for them, the people who want this, you just have it naturally, okay? There's something about you just having this naturally. There could be something of a focus on the hair too that is people feel quite, you know, jealous of. But I feel like there's also an intensity and there's a focused, okay? There's a focused energy here. You could be very focused on like your life or your goals. And that could be that maybe sometimes you just don't have time for people. So again, like before I continue, I just want to reiterate with this pile, I really feel like it's how you live. How you live, you know, it's not exactly what you have. I just feel like there's something about your essence and your being. You know, we have the Star card, we have the Hangman. There's an energy. We have the true gem. We have fun times. This is how you live. Whatever the way you're living, and I know some people might be like, well, I don't think I'm living that good. We're not talking about money, okay? We're not talking about societal status, okay? Even if you don't consider yourself having the most money, I feel like you make the best of it. So there's something of a positivity and a lightheartedness that I feel like people actively seek, but it's hard for them to attain it. Now, I'm not saying that this pile doesn't have problems, okay? It's not even possible to be here on earth if you don't have problems. Because, I mean, why would we be here? And this is just not that type of planet, okay? So I feel like you make the best of it. You just always make the best of it. And I think because of that, that's why people gravitate so much towards you. But on the flip side, you know, those people who do gravitate towards you might actively seek like to copy it. Or there could be people who don't seek out your company who kind of secretly hate you for that as well too. It's like, I'm so bitter and look at her, you know? Look at her. We have the same upbringing. We have the same life, but look at her just living life, you know, happy. And what the heck is she so happy for? You know, this is petty to me as well too with this pile. I even feel to some degree too, like, I don't know if you are very chipper in the morning. You could be a person who is very like pleasant in the morning and people are just like, what the hell are you so happy for? Sad. This is sad, you know? But guess what? This mentality, this way of being is what makes you a winner, okay? I feel like with the Four of Pentacles also, you're a gatherer. You know, you're a gatherer of information. I feel like, again, like with this pile, there's a thinking outside the box. You're unique. You don't have the popular opinion. So in this group, or maybe where you came from or your upbringing, you have a difference of opinion. And why people might, you know, have issues with that, they're secretly jealous about it, you know, because maybe you have the chutzpah and the bravado to actually like voice it, okay? We have lizard spirit here, dream the world into being. So you are really taking life by the horns, and there could be something very independent or again focused about this pile. You know, maybe you've done everything on your own, or you've really tried your best to like will your life. I think good things do happen to you. I think with the Destiny card, I think things land into your lap. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say be careful with telling people that, but I'm getting this vibe like when you are speaking that to others, they're not happy for it. So they could be like saying, you know, some people will give it away, you know, it's in their reaction. But I don't know that everybody's so happy for this, you know. Again, the topic of the video, why they're jealous, things are always happening for you. Oh goodness, we have the fox spirit, think on your feet. So again, I have a feeling like with this pile, you've overcome a lot and you somehow always dug yourself out of like, honestly, a grave, or you've pulled your bootstraps up by the, you know, by your socks, by the, I don't know the saying. Anyways, you've kind of just like always got yourself out of like the depths of, you know, darkness. And I think you're very quick on your feet, and I think people notice that, okay? You have a warrior mentality. Look at his eyes. Look at the fox's eyes on this card. You can navigate through anything, you know? So this is a strong energy. I'm going to say another thing here too. I think there could be some, you know, I'm kind of having remote viewing before we're starting. I feel like people have tried. There could have been people who have tried to mess you up, but for some reason, the universe always took care of it. Has anyone ever felt like that with this pile? Comment that down below, because I feel like with this pile, people have actively sought to like destroy you, but it's just something got in the way. Like their plans were never finalized. It's not even like it happened to you and then you got out of it, but I feel like something intervened. So I really do feel like you're protected. And again, I'm hearing that thing, she always gets out of it, or something always happens for her, or she's always like doing something. There's something with this Destiny card that's really, really intense here, okay? Okay, let me get into, let me actually just first see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think here, like, there's just like a really fresh energy, and you're a little too fresh for some people, you know? You're a little too, I think, optimistic for people. Isn't that sad? Well, they're not the right people. So anyways, let's move on. I'm going to pick up the amethyst for you. Now we're going to tap into the remote viewing. With the remote viewing, just note, I could be breathing a little heavier than usual. That's just how I get through it, because remote viewing does take a lot out of me. But let's just start, okay? We're going to start first with initials, okay? Let's start with initials. And these could be your initials to let you know that this is your pile, or it could be, you know, the people who are jealous at the moment, okay? So I have J, K, S, F, N, T, and L. Okay, let's go into zodiac signs. Aries, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn. Now, I am going to tap into names. I'm not going to put out as much as I usually do because I know people, like, you know, they have commented that it's quite hard to sit through. I mean, whatever. But I'm going to go with some names because I know there's a lot of people who actually do enjoy that. So let's go into names. Monique, Deanna, and again, these could be your names or the people who are jealous of you. So Deanna, Julia, Christina. These could also be variations of a name, so just be aware of that. Patricia, Kayla, Sabrina, Jen, Mia or Maya. I can't tell how to pronounce that. I don't know how that's exactly spelled, but Mia or Maya. Abby, Amy, Jessica, Stephanie, Emily, Cassie, Anne or Anna, Karen, Janet, Cami. I don't even know how you spell that, but I'm just hearing Cami. Isabel, Anita, Dominique, Alicia, and Ashley. Okay, now I'm going to move into specific things that may be tailored to you as to why people are jealous. Okay, I'm seeing a brain here. So this is the symbolic for the mind. Very jealous of how you think, you know, and if you are the person who has not the popular opinion and you feel like you're watching this right now and you're like, but everybody hates me for saying what I say. Yeah, at face value, but deep down, they wish they could be as brave as you, okay? Okay, there's something of a niceness. Like I haven't let the world make me bitter. I'm still nice to people. I'm friendly, I'm kind. I feel like people are jealous of this. You know, and these could be people who are bitter, who have had life make them bitter, and they don't know how to overcome that, but you have. So again, there could be some comparison of we have the same life, we come from the same background, yet you haven't let it affect you. Okay, I'm hearing a phone going off, and it's not in my house. It's just, I'm hearing bing, ding. There's some people here who could be very petty for your social life. I'm telling you, I'm hearing a phone going off. And I don't know if your phone constantly goes off or are people constantly calling you, but they don't like that you're liked, okay? They don't like that you're wanted. They don't like that when they're with you, everybody else wants you, okay? Your time, something along those lines. Okay, there's something very unique about the face. I'm seeing sparkly eyes or very beautifully well done up eyes. Again, there's something very pretty and intense, and you know, it could even be for your culture. So even like if you're Middle Eastern, you could have like a lighter eyes. There's something like that it's being spoken to me. It's like the people who are hating might even be your same culture, who are kind of jealous because you have like a different type of eye color, and that's what makes you more attractive. Also the makeup, okay, I'm seeing like there's a jealousy on how well you do your makeup, okay? I want to do my makeup like that. I don't know how to, but I don't even want to ask her to show me. Like this is jealous, okay? This is jealousy. Okay, some of you, this could be like, okay, I'm getting that some of people could be jealous of who you've been with, okay? And I'm talking about romantically. There's a jealousy for your boyfriend who you have right now or your husband. He's of a higher caliber or he has something that is special. And This is nasty though, because I feel like I'm hearing them say, what's he doing with her? Sad. Okay, I'm gonna cut the remote viewing now. I'm closing the window. So that's what I've picked up for pile 1. Again, if there's anything that resonated about this or if you enjoyed it all, please consider liking the video and also subscribing. Thanks guys, have a wonderful day. Okay, so before we get into your reading, a couple things to note. I am offering private readings. If you'd like one, please check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, check the second link in the description box. Right now on my Patreon channel, I am going to be having a prize giveaway. I am giving away 4 private readings. So that's going to be happening on January 2nd. So now has never been a better time to join. Also, if there's anything that you like about the reading or if it resonates at all, please consider liking the video. It does help the algorithm. But also consider subscribing. By doing so, I can better tune into your energy going forward with future pick-a-cards. And again, there's just something magical that happens with this energetic transaction of subscribing, and doing so will help me pick up on your energy going forward. So do that if you do enjoy this reading, okay? Let's get into your reading. Okay, we got a hot tamale here, hot tamale. The reason why I say that is because I feel like there's a fire energy here, and it has nothing to do with astrological signs. So I'm not saying that you are a fire sign, although you may be. There's just an independent spirit, okay? There's a naturalness of, someone with a really healthy amount of ego, okay? Really knows who they are, really understands who they are, is accepting of who they are. There's a big emphasis within this pile, I cannot deny, of accepting who you are, okay? Whether you understand this or not, and whether you're not even telling people or not, energetically, people can pick up on that when someone is really sure of who they are. So I feel like this is a big one for you. If you're wondering why people are jealous, it's because you really know who the F you are, and you're cool with it, flaws and all. Flaws and all. So it's interesting. Let me just look at this pile. We have a Queen of Wands, spicy, outgoing, funny. You've got the personality down packed, okay? Your personality is pretty poppin', okay? People meet you, they want to meet you again, okay? I do feel like there could be something of an exuberant personality here that, other people who might be lacking in that would desire. So, if you're funny and you know how to keep it going and, people really enjoy you, or you could even be a little loud, but it's loud in the right way. This could definitely be your pile. I just feel like, again, with the World card here, there's a focus. You touch the lives of everybody you encounter. You walk into rooms, you walk into settings, you are in your settings of workplaces or friend groups or even your family, and you're just, that one where the focus, the spotlight is on. And, I wouldn't be surprised if with this pile, you could be a favorite. And I don't know what that entails exactly. I don't know if that's favorite daughter, favorite son, favorite employee, favorite friend, everybody wants at this one, okay? You guys, pile 2, everybody wants at you. We have a lot of energy here of like other people coming towards you. It's interesting, and it's like you're just doing it naturally. It's not even like you're trying to buy these people's affection or, force it. It's just who you are. So there is a big emphasis on, being natural, and the fact that you don't have to try, things come your way. We have the Knight of Cups, lots of opportunities, interesting things may have happened to you in your life, that most people can't talk about. Maybe you've won contests. I don't know. Maybe you've been picked for things, it's like random things, and people are just like, what, huh? What is this? What do you mean? Like, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's always something interesting to talk about, but I think you also have a lot of cool stories about things you've been involved with, you know? I feel like also here too, there's a bravado, there's a chutzpah, there's an energy, there's a focus, you know? Nine of Wands, like you really go hard, you know? Like you really go hard for what you want. Like you're making a lot of things happen. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of business owners or even people who have climbed the ladder, you know, quickly, or I don't even know with the World card. Maybe you're on, you know, some sort of platform, you know, it's like, but you did it all. It's not, I don't even feel like anything was gifted to you or this just kind of landed in your lap. Like you made it happen. So again, you're inspiring, but that can also be, you know, translated into some people feel jealous, you know, why can't that happen for me? You know, why can't I find my thing? I think you have a comfortableness with who you are and where you're at. You know, I feel like with this pile, there could be a lot of people who do what they love, okay? Whatever that may be. I don't care if you're an Etsy shop seller or if you are, again, starting your own business somehow, or you're just literally online. But there's a confidence here. And when you speak, you know? You're not one of these like wilting willows, like, hi, my name is, no. Like you come in and you're like, my name is this. And you're just boisterous, you know, you're happy, you have a confidence about you. This is to be desired. This is to be desired. I feel like with this pile, even though the topic of the video is jealousy, I feel like there's a lot of desire, you know? I don't know that it's too much like how people feel like it's a hate thing. I feel like they desire to be like you. So I really wouldn't, you know, put it past this pile to have many followers or even copycats to some degree. I feel like you're also, you know, desired also for your, you know, skill set or your, I don't know, like with that Seven of Swords that's staring me in the eyes, like this pile really would know how to navigate through anything. You're a warrior. You're not even like that person who allows life to happen. You know, you grab it by the balls and nobody can just spring anything on you or just say like, you know, accuse you of something or, you know, call you out. Like they got to bring the facts. Like you are a researcher. Like I just don't feel with this pile anybody could try anything with this pile because they would make you feel like you look like a fool, okay? You would look like a fool. And you know, you might even get away with a lot of things too with this Seven of Swords. That could be desired as well too. Like, wow, like, you know, she knows how to really like get out of situations or, you know, he's very smooth, you know, he's stealing those swords, but his whole energy with stealing them is not very loud. It's sneaky, you know, and sneaky in a good way. I'm not saying that you are like a criminal or anything like that. I just feel like you really know how to get your way, whether that's through your sweetness and your words or your calculating nature. You know, I'm not saying that anybody who's chosen this pile will really go past, you know, boundaries here or, you know, to the darkness. I'm just saying like you're good at what you do. But I will say with Queen of Wands, she's a very beautiful woman, okay? And I don't care if you're a man watching, you are going to be above average. So there could be a lot of desire or jealousy for, you know, your natural beauty. And even if you're not natural, she's totally that Queen of Wands that will rock her plastic surgery and, you know, be happy with who she is. She's not ashamed if she got it. She'll even let you know, yeah, my butt is, you know, injected. Okay. But she has that confidence. She has a confidence. Now, this is interesting to me. We have triangle, crowded relationship, choices. So I think you have a lot of choices. I feel like with this pile, the more I'm diving deeper, I think both men and women are jealous of you. I think they're jealous of your options in life. I mean, she's choosing, right, between these two males. She has a lot of options, and that could just be subliminal also too for a lot of things, okay? You always have options, always. You know, things are always happening for you. And again, I think it's because you are very open with who you are. You're very open to opportunity. You're open to it coming in. And I just think there's a feel-good nature here, and that's why you attract it in. We have passion, chemistry, and passionate feelings. So you invoke this. You invoke this a lot with others. I feel like that is translated as the jealousy. So there's a lot of passion, could be love and hate. You know, people could love you, but also hate you at the same time. And again, I just feel like with this pile, you're not for the weak. So, you know, there would have to be pretty strong people around you to be able to like digest you, you know? You're not for like, you know, the weeping willows, okay? Or the wallflowers. This is just not that person, okay? Now we have dating, whining, dining, romance. You could have some friends or some people in the family. I mean, even with this Paul, I wouldn't put it past their mother to be jealous, okay? You probably have a lot of opportunities like with the opposite sex, okay? A lot of people want at you. A lot of people want to whine. They want to dine you. They want to give you things. I think regardless of dating, people probably give you a lot of things as well too. So I wouldn't be surprised with the world card if there were a lot of people who like wanted to be generous with you. So again, this could apply for like YouTubers when you got, you know, receive donations and whatnot. But I think people are generous with you, period. They always want to give to you. You're always receiving. And that could also be a reason why people are jealous. But I feel like with the dating, like you have a lot of options. You know, men are interested if you're a woman watching, and, you know, men if watching is same thing. You know, whatever you're into, there's a plentiful of people ready and available to take you out. And they will spend money. They will spend money on this. Oh, they will. So people are aware of that, you know, whether it's your pictures, who knows, you know, just fit it to your life. Whether you're telling these people about what this guy bought you, this guy, you know, did for you, whatever, that could be also there. But communication's also here. So texting, phone calls, and online. You are very busy. You are very busy with your phone. So again, I feel like a lot of people want at you. That's making people feel jealous. So you could probably have encountered a lot of jealous people like at face value here with this pile. Like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of friends became like that to you, or you feel to some degree when you meet people, you're like, why do people latch? Like, why are like, I understand this, okay? Because this happens to me. That's why I try to avoid people as much as possible in person, because I don't know what it is, but I just tend to attract latchers, okay? So I kind of get it, and I can feel you. It's difficult, you know? I think with you, it's hard, you know? You like to be pleasant, you like to be open, you like to be, you know, fun, but, you know, I think there's elements of you that, again, are very independent, and you don't necessarily need to be a part of a crowd. But I feel like with the phone, your phone is really active, okay? There's a lot of people who want at you. There's a lot of people who want to communicate with you. And I think people even also who are around you when you have your phone become jealous of your phone, which is interesting. That might apply to like one person. Now you have squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, and you have cat spirit, claim your independence. So you very much are like a cat. You do your own thing, even though you have all these qualities. You know, there could be even some sort of like a barrier that people feel like they can't break when it comes to you, and it's getting very close. You know, maybe I can't get too close because probably with this pile, you're aware of all the jealous people. You probably clicked on the reading and you were like, I wonder if she's going to pick up on the fact that I've had many people feel this way towards me. So I think with the cat spirit, and I'm looking at the cat like animal totem or animal, you know, spirit alone. That's an animal that does its own thing, okay? You have squirrel spirit, again, believe in yourself. So again, there's a confidence here. There's a chutzpah. There's a bravado. There's a knowing that you are very authentic to who you are, and that you also are okay with who you are. You're not probably one of those women who, when you're in a kumbaya circle, and everybody else is like, I don't like my hips. I don't like my nose. You're like, you have nothing to say, okay? That could make people feel very jealous too. It's like, really? She has no inhibitions about who she is? Wow, how is that? You know, how is that possible? So then it kind of maybe even turns a bit, you know, weird, okay? Where they maybe think you're lying or they're faking. I feel like some of the people who are jealous of you feel to some degree that this is not real. That you're actually being very, very sneaky with who you are, and you're not being very real with the Seven of Swords. It's almost like a facade, okay? It's almost like, what's that movie called? Okay, I don't remember the movie with Matt Damon, but when he took on that persona of someone else, it's almost like they don't believe this. This is too good to be true to some extent. Now I'm going to tap into the remote viewing. We're going to look at initials, zodiac signs, and names. Also specific situations of why people might feel jealous towards you. So just be patient with me and understand that I do a lot of heavy breathing when I do remote viewing. It's just the way I get through it. Sorry, it takes a lot out of me. But let's get started. Okay, let's go with initials first. I, Q, R, T, Z, Y, and B. Okay, I'm going to go to zodiac signs now. Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra. And again, these could be your signs, your initials, your names, or it could be the people who are jealous of you. That would be your indication, okay? Let's move into names. I'm not going to do too many. I'm just going to do like a few here. I could be forever because, you know, thousands of people watch this video. So let's just start. Deirdre, Adam, Tina, Tom, Lisa, Peter, Louise, Pamela, Quincy, Rachel, Sydney, Nancy, Amber, Amy, Gina, Ella, Sandra, Beth, April, Cindy, and Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to cut it off there and I'm going to go into specific situations about you or things about you that maybe people might feel jealous about, okay? Okay, I have a body image. The body image is coming through. I don't know if it's natural or if it's plastic surgery, but wow, like your body is just banging. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's even worse if you're not even doing anything for it. So there could be people here like Selena. Like, you know, we all know with Selena Quintanilla, she didn't have to do anything to have that dope body, okay? She was very, you know, adamant about how much she eats. It could be even more so if it's like that. But even if you work out, your body image is something to be very jealous about, I'm hearing. Okay, there's something about your mouth having no boundaries. Some people are jealous about this. And this is like a leader spirit. So the one who's going to speak up when something's not right, or the one who's going to like say no. And maybe even more with the past 2 years of what we went through, you were like that leader with that, okay? Wink, wink. Yeah, you get a lot of attention. This is what makes people feel jealous. There's a lot of attention, again, with the world. You know, there's a focus on you. Okay, some people are very jealous. Okay, if there's a woman watching and men get very jealous or become jealous with you, it's because your lovemaking is dope, okay? They might not be telling you that, but that's what makes them get crazy, okay? There's also sexual energy here. I should have also mentioned that now that I'm looking here. But I feel like what I need to be telling women who are watching this and who find a lot of men become crazy with them, it's because their lovemaking was something that person never experienced before, and I don't know, they're internalizing it somehow, and they're becoming like, they're tightening up their grip in a way, like they don't want to let you go, or they become crazy because if they were to lose that, it's like something intertwined here with that, like your lovemaking makes people jealous. Okay. And again, I don't know, I'm seeing the word favorite. So I don't know if you are a favorite of somebody, or if you're a favorite in your environment, or a favorite daughter, favorite child. I don't know what this is. I'm seeing favorite as a big one. This makes people feel jealous, is because you're someone's favorite. Okay. That's all I'm seeing. So that was your reading, pile 2. Again, if there's anything that you liked about the reading or if it resonated at all, please please consider subscribing to the channel. It will help me in future picker cards to pick up on your energy as well. Also, please give the video a like. It does help the algorithm. Thanks, guys. Okay, before we get into your reading, a couple things to note. If you're looking to book a private reading with me, you can check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, check the second link in the description box. Now has never been a better time to join. I am offering a contest in January, early January. I'm going to be picking 4 winners to win a private reading with me through my Patreon channel. So check it out. It might be of interest to you. If there's anything that you like about this reading, or if there's anything that resonates, please consider liking the video. It does help the algorithm. It helps me. Also consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, I can better tap into your energy moving forward with future picker cards. Okay, so we're going to look at your cards first, and then we're going to tap into remote viewing. I'm going to be looking at initials, names, and signs, and also specific situations of tailored to you of why people might be, you know, feeling jealous. Okay, so let's just get into your cards. Now, this is a lot of cards. I did get a lot that flew out. I will say with this pile as well too, whenever I'm doing pick a cards, I can usually tell which pile has the most energy as far as being connected to the theme of this reading. I felt like when I drew this pile, I was like, this was going to be the pile that really understood, you know, the theme of this thumbnail because you've lived it the most, okay? So having people be jealous of you has been a common theme. It's been in your life, you know, as long as you can remember, okay? As long as you can remember. And I feel like, you know, with this pile, I kind of feel for you guys because it's just, it's something, yes, you've dealt with, but I think it just goes with the territory. Like there's something about this pile where I feel like it just goes with the territory. Now, I almost freaked out when I drew this card for you, okay? Past life, knowing, deja vu, and there's also past love here too. I'm more focused on the knowing and the deja vu. I think the people who have been very jealous of you in this life have been people that you've somewhat felt like to some degree you've met before. And it's almost like their jealousy has no reasoning. So you can maybe only equate it to the fact like, are you carrying this from somewhere else? Like, you know, a lot of the people who chose in this pile could to some degree even feel like they just came into the world and people just, you know, were jealous. And I'm talking like equally like even haters. You know, I don't think with this pile you've done much. You could just literally walk into a new space. You could feel it. I wouldn't be surprised if some people who chose this pile can randomly just go out and literally be shopping and feel eyes on them, okay? You are a high priestess. You are very connected. There's a strong light within you. Now, yes, everybody is a light being. Everybody has, you know, a light within them, but let's not be unrealistic here. Some shine brighter than others, okay? I feel like, again, I want to repeat this saying, it goes with the territory. The moon here also is interesting because it's like there's something hidden about the jealousy that you've never understood. You've probably had to discard of a lot of people, you know, with this 5 of Pentacles. I feel like the people who have been jealous of you are maybe even to this day still jealous, or people that you have discarded of. You've probably discarded of people the most, you know, out of anybody you've known, okay? You've had to walk away. You've had to remove yourself from situations. Again, you are the high priestess in this, you know, reading. You're the divine feminine. I know everybody says the empresses, but look it up. Trust me. The high priestess is very much the divine feminine as well, too. And she's psychic as hell. So she can scope it out. She can feel it. She doesn't even need you to do anything. She can probably watch you from far away and say, that one over there, that one's not going to be good for me. You know, I can sense it, you know. So she can even have the radar up on these kind of things. So, you know, I don't know what to say, you know, you might be asking why, you know, again, you have to understand something about planet Earth. When there's a big light within you, okay, there's also darkness as well. Like there's polarity here. We can't have darkness without light. So I do feel, and I'm not trying to give these people, you know, any kind of leg up, but I think it's the darkness within them. So if you felt like there's been a lot of people who have tried to attack you, or who have felt like they want to come after you, it's not necessarily them. It's the darkness that resides in them that is noticing you. And if you don't think that people have darkness within them or attachments, oh, you've got another thing coming, okay? So again, with the Tower underneath you, I feel like you've received a lot of this. Now, what's interesting about this pile to me is that while there may be a lot of haters and a lot of jealous people, to me, they feel like secret fans. Like with the Judgment as well too, there could have been something, you know, if I can give anything here, as far as like, you know, advice or help, there could have been something about you choosing to come back here to like get some boundaries for yourself, okay? So through all these, you know, people who have done what they've done, it somehow made you stronger, okay? I'm not saying that, you know, they had a right to do what they did. They chose it. They have free will. They didn't have to do it, okay? But I feel like with the Judgment, there could be a lot of nasty comments that come forth from people, but it's like, there's something also within you too that kind of senses like it's not the truth. It's almost like a takedown, or they want to take you down, but really you don't believe it somehow, you know? There's something about people, what they speak or whatever judgment they put on you. It doesn't feel like it's completely real. Like it's almost like an attack, but there's something else going on. So what do I mean by that if you kind of don't understand what I'm saying? I've had some people, I haven't had many, but there are like, you know, randomly, like every once in a while, like once in a blue moon, I'll have someone on my channel and they might say something and I'm like, I can sense, because obviously I'm intuitive, that it's like what you're saying against me is not really real. There's a bigger picture here. And you're probably like jealous of something else that's going on. Maybe you can't read as good as me. Maybe there's something else going on, okay? That's what I mean. And that is a gift in itself. And I want you to know that you have many, okay? You are a high priestess. You have a lot of gifts. Spiritual growth is where you're at. This is like your playground, okay? You've probably also tuned into like who you are and what your mission is here. And spirituality and evolving plays a big part. So whether you need to like cut off people or go do your own thing, you're making yourself like a priority, and people are jealous about that. I mean, they may say it, and again, this is what I'm talking about with the Judgment. They may call you selfish and all these things, but really it's not that. It's like an indirect comment. Really, they're just jealous of the fact that like you do these things for yourself. You put yourself first as a priority. We have here spiritual growth, learning and expanding the soul. Okay, that's what you're about. That's what you're here for. This could be a very lonely path as well, too, for anybody who's chosen this. You may feel like you've kind of always felt alone. You're very unique. It probably takes a tribe, you know. You probably at this point are looking for a tribe because you realize you stand out so much that the only way that you're going to be able to get along probably at this point in a friendship is to find others like you. Now, we all know that's very difficult, but hell, you're willing to wait it out. So you could also be, people could be jealous is because you're very picky with your energy and your space and your time. It's like, but again, it could be misconstrued with the Judgment. Like, oh, who is she? She thinks she's too good for us? No, it's not that. It's just we sense the devil inside you, okay? Guys, when you can become aware, and I know you guys who are watching are, because you're a high priestess, you can literally see demons in people. Like, I'm telling you, it's very prevalent once you're open and aware. Now, you have the card of gossip, okay? It's neighbors, small talk, and grapevine. Again, I think this is common for you. You're probably very used to it at this point, but there is an accepting. So I like that with this card. I feel like there's an energy, because with the Fool here, it's like I'm doing my own thing, you know? I really couldn't care less about your opinions or what you think of me or, you know, whatever. You know, I'm almost in a way looking like the Fool on the outside, but really I'm quite smart on the inside. You know, I'm taking my own way. I'm taking my own path. I couldn't care less about what you think. But again, there's a lot of people, and there might be, with like one particular person watching, there might be two girls who are in particular, like, do this. Okay. You constantly see them doing this. There's two girls, maybe for one person out there, who you sense are always doing this. Like, that's about the rudest thing I could think of that anybody could do, is whisper in someone's ear and look right at you, you know? So I really do feel like, you know, even though you may be in a great place right now, it's been hard. It's been really hard. Now, this is interesting to me when I saw this card: travel, vacation, honeymoon, and enjoyment. So I'm not really focused on the honeymoon part, but I feel like you could be a spirit, like a very big and heavy on traveling. And maybe there could be one person who's watching who has been to many beautiful destinations or takes the time to travel. And I really do feel like, you know, you may be doing this yourself. You might be doing this all by yourself. There's some sort of jealousy with this. Exotic places, maybe even, you know? Oh goodness, I have a big dream to go to Thailand, okay? I'm talking about myself right now. I really, like, I'm attracted to that type of stuff. Like, again, I resonate with this pile. I am to some degree a high priestess. And, you know, you may be connecting through travel with your spiritual alignment. Because, you know, sometimes when you go certain places, or if you feel connected to a certain place, that's what will do that, okay? It will kind of heal you. And for me, that place is Thailand. I don't know, I've just always been attracted to it. So there could be something of travel. You travel a lot, and this is something to be jealous of. And now if you are going with a company, or this is your business or your workplace, even more jealous because it's free, right? Okay, with these three cards over here, I did pull three. Every other pile got two. You got three for some reason. This is interesting. So be fearless and bold, Badger spirit. So you really are bold. You're fearless. You've dropped fear at this point. Again, this could be energetic jealousy as well too. With this pile, I should have mentioned, it might not be so much surface things. It could be energetic. So when you found yourself, or you're in a good, like, you have a good vibe going on for yourself, or you've somehow, especially if you're a woman, oh my God, when you feel free, other females will hate on this because it's like you've somehow figured something out, or the key to life, you know? But what I like about this is that, look at that badger. Look how interesting that badger looks. Like, has a feather in the hair, has some sort of like headpiece on, and a flower. You could be very unique, okay? You could stand out. This is symbolic for me for standing out. So I don't know if there's something about you that you do that looks very different. And I feel like that could be within your dressing style. I'm not sure. Or you incorporate different type of jewelry or fashion into your attire. And that also would lead me to like uniqueness. And because those people can't figure that out on themselves or find their own style, they would be jealous of you for that. Now, this is interesting. You've got eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Now, what's also interesting is I got a hawk. So I have two birds here. I wonder if anybody who chose this is very connected to these animals, which is a hawk or an eagle, because even with the hawk, let spirit be your guide. Look at these two animals, the way they're standing. Even the badger. Do they look worried? Do they look worried? They couldn't care less about who's judging them, who wants at them, who wants to break them down. They're proud. I think you're proud. I think regardless of what anybody tries to do, you've always kind of, you know, had your head up, okay? You have a lot of faith in you. That's what I feel like, okay? You know, there's like, you know, you might even be like a healer or someone who tells their story. And, you know, that's very admired, okay? Very admired. But again, that moon I found to be very interesting because with the moon and the chariot, it's like something hidden that's coming back. And through these enemies are people who have tried to one-up you. You know, it's like there's a residue. So sometimes you probably felt like, you've known these people before, or especially if you haven't given them a reason to kind of do what they're doing or feel the way they feel, that could either be the darkness in them or some sort of past life enemy. Okay, I would really check out if you have picked this pile, if you have any 12th house placements, because that can indicate that. Okay, now I'm going to pick up the obsidian for this pile because this is the pile that needs the most protection. Okay, so let's kind of tap into remote viewing now. So I'm going to go with initials first, and any of the things that I mentioned here could be your name, your initial, your sign, or the people who have had issues with you. Okay. Then I'm going to go into specific things that people might feel jealous towards you about, okay? So let's go first initials. Let's do initials. And please excuse too if I breathe a lot. That's just the way I get through my remote viewing. Okay, I have J, L, F, R, K, C, N, and T. Okay, I'm going to move on to zodiac signs. I have Aries, Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Leo. Now I'm just going to do a few names. I'm not going to go on because I could go on forever. With the names. I'm just going to do a few. Don't worry if they don't resonate. Just stick around for what's next. Okay, I have Joe, Joanne, Josephine, but the main thing I'm seeing is the J-O. So I don't know how your name is might be a variation of Joe, Joe something, but I'm seeing Joe, Katrina, Bella, Annabelle, Janine, Emma, Melissa. Okay, I'm seeing the name Mandy. I don't know if that's short for Amanda, but I'm seeing the name Mandy. Michelle. Okay, there's a lot of M names coming. Melinda, Megan, Gabby, Tiffany, and Teresa. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because again, I could go on forever. Now, I'm seeing here specific situations. I'm seeing there's a peace that resides within you. There's something about this peace that aggravates people. I don't know to the depths of what this means. There's a peace that you carry. It could be that you're enlightened or you're awakened. This peace subliminally or unconsciously drives people nuts about you. They pretend like they don't understand you. That's what it looks like. But it could be because you're awakened. So this seems to me like the timelines of where we're at right now and where we're going. And you could be aggravating a lot of people in 4D or 3D, okay? Okay, there's something about your demeanor. You could be very tight-lipped, shy, quiet, or heavily detached. That drives people nuts. There's something about not being able to get to you. And this, I feel like they're jealous. And that could be attached to the peace. Maybe your peace is uneffable. You cannot F with my peace. There's something like unbreakable energy here like that. Okay, I'm seeing spirituality. I'm seeing psychic, healer, everything. I don't know if you do something with spirituality. I don't know if you're a psychic, if you're a healer, or if you've even made a living out of this. People are very jealous of this because I feel like you're doing what you love. And, you know, maybe some people that are around you can't say that, okay? And, you know, when you are in those types of fields and you get that receiving end of the people that you've helped, word gets around, or maybe it's put out there and it's like the feedback. I'm getting something of a jealousy of the feedback of people that you've maybe helped or healed. And people are seeing that. Now, there could be for one person here who is a psychic or who's a reader. There could be other psychic and readers who are jealous of your style, okay? That could be for one person. Okay, I'm seeing friendships. You might have some very interesting friendships or connections with people that other people are jealous of. Okay, so I don't know who you're connected to, but I'm getting a big emphasis on connections. You have some interesting connections that are pretty cool, or you've been noticed somehow, or again, there's something of a friendship with a very important person. I don't know what this is. People feel jealous of this connection that you have. Okay, I'm sensing also with this pile, you might have many admirers, be it that be men or women, and people are jealous of this. Why is everybody so gaga over her? Why does everybody care about Amy so much? What's so great about, what's so special? Why does she constantly get compliments? Why does she constantly get looked at because of her unique outfits? What's so great about her? That's what I'm hearing. And it's terrible. I almost need to like cleanse that energy, because those people are sick to say stuff like that. They really are. When you're in that type of energy where you cannot be happy for somebody else's uniqueness, I mean, you got major work to do. Okay, that's all I'm picking up for you guys. So, you know, that was your reading, pile 3. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, regardless of the hates, keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, if there's anything that you liked about this reading or if it resonated at all, please consider subscribing. Again, by doing so, I can better tune into your energy moving forward with future picker cards. Thank you, pile 3. Okay, so before we get into your reading, a couple of things to note. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, some more readings, some more videos, check the second link in the description box. Now has never been a better time to check out my Patreon channel. I am doing a prize giveaway in January where I'm going to select 4 winners to win a private reading with me. So check that link out. Also, if there's anything that you like about this reading, if it resonates or you enjoyed it all, please consider liking the video. By doing so, you're helping me and the algorithm to get this video out to more people. Also consider subscribing so that I can better, in the future, pick up on your energy with future picker cards. Okay, let's get into your reading. So with this pile, you know, there could be something about some things about your personality that people are jealous about. With this one, it's quite obvious. It's not energetic to me. This is at face value. I feel like you have a very strong persona, okay? It's not for the weak. It's not for many. You know, it's a take it or leave it, but I feel like people are jealous of it because they wish to exude it, okay? We have an ice queen here, okay? It does say divorcee, mother, or discernment. I'm not focused on the divorcee or the mother part, although it could be, you could be a mother and that's what people are jealous as well. You know, there could be people who want to have kids and they can't, but you have them. But for the most part, I feel like the discernment part is sticking out to me. You are really, I would say, not the most outgoing and friendly, but you could be very picky, okay? Nothing wrong with that. I just feel like we have a caliber, a higher caliber of person here. And it feels like to me, like maybe you've done the most, you know, within your life and your, you know, work and, you know, what you've, you know, built for your life. And you want to align yourself with others like that too. So there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, some people who could be jealous could be thinking that you're a bit snobby, but I really like entertain all personalities. And I think that there's nothing wrong with this. So if you come across as somebody who, again, is very picky with their circle or likes to kind of associate themselves with, you know, independent people or people who are going somewhere in life, then this is your pile because this is what I see. We also have the work card, okay? Profession, college, or workplace. So you're a woman or a man who has picked this pile. You're a person of caliber, okay? You've got a lot going on for yourself. And even if it's not that you have a top job, there's just, again, there's inner quality here about you where it's like, I'm going to only accept the best. I'm not here to waste my time. It's almost like an authoritative energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if some Capricorns chose this pile. You know, Capricorn, I find people are like that as well too. They like to align themselves with people who are also doing big things. Just like they are, you know, climbing the ladder of success, you know. So there could be something here with that as far as why people are jealous. They feel to some degree like it works for you. It actually gets you into like higher places. And, you know, maybe there's some sort of wishing I could be like that, okay? I feel like with the friendship card, you have friends, acquaintances, and networking. So again, you could be heavily connected, or your friendship circle could be like real tight, okay? Like just the symbolism of these hands together makes me feel like you're really protected. So your friendship circle could be something that people are feeling jealous about, okay? Maybe again, these friendships are connected in higher places, but it doesn't mean that always. You know, it could just be like the most mundane thing. Maybe you have a friend who knows somebody, and you know, when it comes to going out to the club, you just get in, you don't have to pay. Like, don't take these readings and go to the nines with them. Just apply it to yourself, okay? Any type of networking, okay? You're connected, but I feel like your friendship circle is, wow, really tight, okay? You've got like very concrete energy within this pile. I feel like, especially if you're a woman, my goodness, you're like a pillar of strength, like unbreakable with this type of energy. I mean, the Emperor is here as well too. Like when a woman is being represented by the Emperor, man, she's a take charge or get out of my way. Also, don't waste my time, you know? So real boss lady or boss, you know, guy who chose this pile, you know, you are also, I feel like, wheeling in a lot of fantastic things into your life. So I feel like there could be a lot of accomplishments or things you've achieved. And honestly, if that's that you're in university, that's a big deal, okay? That's really a big deal. Not everybody can go to university, okay? Not everybody's built for it. You have this like patience, but this strength to like achieve whatever you want. I think if people meet you at the point of where you're at right now, especially with the Six of Wands, there could be something of admiration. So it's jealousy, but it's also admiration. And it's almost like idolizing. There's something of idolizing here. You have soulmate. You have the soulmate card. Great connection and relationship. There could be some of you who are with your soulmates, okay? If you do happen to have a soulmate that you're with romantically right now, people would be jealous of this, okay? There's something of these two energies that are really great together and doing big things. I also see like a power couple here. So if you have actually linked up with your person and you found them already and you are a power couple, that could also be something here as well. I want to say another thing too. With the jealousy, there could be triggering here as well too, because you are a soulmate. So there is a bit of like, I feel like disinformation in the spiritual community. They always make soulmates like it's a very smooth thing. No, you can be triggered by a soulmate as well too. You know, soulmates are coming in here to teach you things or, you know, move you on to new pathways as well too. So there could be something here of you being very connected to a lot of soulmates in this life, but you're triggering them somehow. And again, I think you're an example of what should be. So if you found that many people around you, but where maybe if it was coworkers, friendships, family members, you tended to be like always the more responsible one or the leader or the one who had to give that advice or say those words that nobody wants to say, that could be like what I'm trying to talk about here. And that could be, you know, exactly what I'm saying, okay, with respect to your life. Queen of Swords doesn't hold back, okay? She's an authoritative, okay? She represents judicial. She can represent judicial rulings. But in your life, just, you know, as we're talking about your life, she could be the one who really delegates out like, you know, thoughts and opinions, and she's not afraid to speak. So people could be very jealous of like your take charge attitude, but like also that, you know, leader spirit of the one who's going to say something when no one else will. You also have a very clear and cut, dry, you know, line with respect. So I don't feel like people can walk over you. So there is a healthy respect for one's, you know, boundaries here. And that also, I feel like to some degree is what people are jealous of, is because you've just done a really great job. And I don't think that you're out there saying what your boundaries are, but there's something about your demeanor that you've mastered through, whether it be your body language or your voice or how you speak, that has somehow given like an energetic like signal to others with this Eight of Wands, like, don't mess with me, okay? Very strong here, very strong. I wouldn't be also surprised too if some other people who chose this pile are older children. Like the oldest one, you know, had responsibility from the start, and it worked for you. It really did, because I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, you're just a winner. You're a winner overall, and you have a lot in your life, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if some people here too have a lot of materialistic things. And I'm not talking about it in like a shallow way, but just like security. They've built like a strong foundation, and people are jealous of this. They want to know more. They want to know what's your secret. I mean, I feel like these people who chose this pile, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get on YouTube and start talking about finances. You probably would be really good at it. Now you have skunk spirit, know your worth. You have cow spirit, the miracles are endless. And you have turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So really, you're a person of substance. You're moving forward in life. You're achieving many things. And I think everybody's along for the ride, or they're hearing about it. And this is what makes them extremely jealous. You could be very competitive to keep up with, okay? And I'm not saying that you're in a race with other people, but if people know you, they could fall short sometimes when they're in conversation about what they're doing. It's like maybe you have a lot to talk about and they don't. Or you've just, you know, again, got it together and they're just kind of barely starting, okay? But with this pile, it's like, again, we have an alpha female, okay? And alpha females, just, you know, as far as human behavior or whatever you want to call it, studies, they will be, people will feel jealous of them, okay? Just automatically, because again, they know their worth. They know who they are. They walk forward with a lot of confidence. They are also not afraid to speak their mind. She's also a master communicator too. So your language, your words, the way you speak, there could be something here as well too, as far as like being jealous on just your delivery, okay? I know that's a real thing, because for me personally, I'm very jealous of people who can get out the message like with as few amount of words, because me, I tend to ramble, okay? But you know, to some intellectual people, they will find that, you know, very admirable, you know, how someone speaks, how eloquent they are, you know, knowing when to kind of engage, when to step back. You know, she knows also too, she can read a room. She's very highly aware of her surroundings, the Queen of Swords, but she also knows how to read a room. She always comes correct, you know, to an event. So I hope you're getting like the gist of, you know, what I'm saying here as far as you're a force to be reckoned with. You're going to have jealous people anyways, but I feel like also in the same breath, you're inspiring. You're inspiring a lot to follow in this, you know, your lead as well too. Now I'm going to pick up the jade crystal. I feel like for you, I just feel like jade. I need to pick up jade for you. This is a very powerful stone in manifesting, especially accomplishments, money, you know, money manifestations. I feel like with you, it's like the miracles are endless, just like on this card, okay? So we're going to go with first initials. We're going to go into initials, zodiac signs, names, and then we're going to go with specific things that people might be feeling jealous towards you. These names or signs could be your signs and names, or they could be the people who feel this way towards you, okay? So let's just go very slowly. Okay, so for initials, I have F, A, B, L, T, Z, and R. For zodiac signs, I have Aquarius. I'm not surprised with Aquarius. Capricorn, not surprised. Gemini, still not surprised. Aries and Taurus. That's if that's you, okay? Now names. Zara, Imani, Tiffany, Courtney, Brianna, Mia, Barbara, Olivia. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, Carrie. I haven't heard that name for a while. I'm also seeing a name here that ends in ITA. I've seen this name before, the ending, and this is usually like an ethnic name that I usually cannot get through. You know, with mediumship, you know, a lot of people have commented that, you know, they either are Indian or whatnot, so the names didn't resonate. I wouldn't pick up on Indian names. You can't pick up sometimes names of a different nationality when you are like, let's say a medium who is in the Western world. That would be more difficult. It doesn't usually come through with that. Usually it would be too difficult for you to understand. So you pick up like parts of it. So with this one, I'm seeing the end name ITA. So if your name ends with ITA, then this would apply to you. Dawn, Julie. Okay, I'm seeing the name Seth. So I don't know if there's one man here who's in the mix. Maybe there's a man who chose this pile. Roberta, Natalie, Cassandra, Whitney, Kathy, Melanie, and Janet. And I'm not going to keep going on because I could go on forever. There's thousands of people who watch this reading, so that just, I can't keep going. But let's move into like specific situations here. Okay, I'm seeing someone who has recently gotten some sort of accolade or a promotion within work. People are jealous. They may be happy to your face, but secretly they're jealous, and that's normal to me. That's not anything that big deal or crazy. I'm sensing some sort of energy or jealous energy in the workplace because there's been like a promotion or a leveling up. Okay, I'm seeing with this pile, I don't know if you tend to kind of date higher caliber men or rich men. This could be something that others are jealous about. Maybe you always have a rich man or someone who's interested and they are always gifting. I don't know what this is. Now, if you have a husband who is like of a well, established and whatnot, then this would apply to you too. But there's something like that, like I'm dating a man or married to a man who's high in society or who does very well for themselves. And I don't care if he's even a construction worker. If he does well for himself and, he, has things or he's established, that would still apply to. Again, don't go to the nines with these readings, okay? Okay, there's something about the outfits, high quality outfits. I'm seeing designer brands, or there's something of a put together. Your outfits are on fleek, like, wow, like I can't keep my eyes off them. Maybe they're always changing, maybe there's always new ones, but there's something significant about the outfits, and it's good quality, like even cashmere, Angora. I'm feeling like, as a Taurus rising, I would want to touch the material, okay? Yeah, achieving goals here. There's a lot of achieving goals, and I don't care what kind of goals they are. They don't have to be goals of society, but we're hitting targets. And I feel like this is very, causing some people to be very jealous because maybe they can't keep up or they can't catch up to where you are. I mean, they shouldn't feel like that, but that's another story for another day. Okay, I think there's something about going places. Okay, so you've always had this energy, just like the cow spirit, the way it's a force to be reckoned with when it comes in, or even like a bull. You're going places. You're going places in life, and this is what triggers jealousy in people, is that they know this. So even if you're not where you want to be right now, we know, these people who are jealous, that you're going places, and it's almost like we're jealous before we even find out, before you even accomplished what you want to accomplish. So this jealousy is a very big energy for you. I think you know it. It's stuck with you your whole life, but you don't mind it to some degree, because maybe in your mind, you're like, well, if you're being triggered, maybe you'll do something about it, So that's what I'm seeing with pile 4. So yeah, again, if this is you enjoyed anything about this, or if you liked it at all, please consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, I can better pick up on your energy in future picker cards. So this was your reading. Take care.